So, how is 2022 going to be for the Taurus Ascendants? 2022 generally is going to be definitely better than 2020 and 21, the two nightmarish years that we all have endured. Okay, and we're going to get rid of definitely of the virus. The economy is going to look up. The Indian government is going to do well. Indian economy and people are all generally going to do well in 2022. So that is for sure. Besides that, specifically for you, for a Taurus ascendant, how it is going to look up, that's what we're going to talk now. And I'm sure you would have done this preliminary thing that you're supposed to do. Please go to greenstonelobo.com. There you will see something mentioned as free horoscopes. You can go there, fill in your birth details, and after you fill in your birth details, you'll get this chart. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of the chart and you can read the chart. I'm going to be talking about some important planets. Those planets you will see would be given some color code in the birth chart. So depending upon the color code in the birth chart, some events will unfold in your life in this year. Okay, and when I'm talking about the colors of the planets, what you need to understand is I'm not talking about the red circle. So there will be a red circle that you'll see around some planets. Don't worry about them. Okay, look at the font of the planet, the font color of the planet, that is important. Okay, and I just assume that you all know how to know your ascendant. Your ascendant is very simple. Under planetary details, the top of the thing you will see something mentioned as ASC. Against that you will see a zodiac sign. That zodiac sign is your ascendant. So when I say Taurus, it's not your Taurus sun sign or your Taurus moon sign, but it is your ascendant sign. So be very, very, very clear about this. So how is it going to be for Taurus ascendants? Let's get started. Taurians, if you are going to be a Taurus ascendant, this year is going to be really good for you because your Pluto, your 7th lord, is going to get exalted in your 9th house. 9th house means luck, 9th house means foreign countries, 9th house means spirituality, 9th house means education. So if you have any kind of a connection to these things, and if a planet Pluto is in green color or if it is in black color, then you're going to do really, really well, okay, in those things. And specifically, it's going to be important for you because you have suffered a lot of relationship challenges in the last decade or so, and this year is going to be, a year where you're going to come out of all of these relationship troubles. Your biggest challenges in the last decade was about relationships, and this year it's all about coming out of those challenges connected to relationships. Pluto, if you are born in 1950, 58, the 57 last quarter till 62 first half, if you are born, your Pluto can be in any color, it doesn't matter, but you will go through some challenges connected to love, romance and relationships. You will still continue to go through some challenges connected with those relationships. Probably, you're the person with whom you are in relationship, you are not able to meet that person, or that person is in a far off place, or there is something which is so unlucky about the relationship which can really continue to haunt you. Okay, so there will be some challenges. Even if you have a Pluto in a weaker position, you will still have challenges connected with relationships, which will continue to be a trouble or a problem. Some of you even may go through, if you've already been through a divorce or a separation, then you may get into a new relationship, but still there can be some challenges connected with that. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky year in terms of relationship, especially if your planet Pluto is either in red color or if you're born in these particular years I told you. If you otherwise have a green colored Pluto, or if you have a Pluto which is in black color, you're going to do really well, especially in terms of education. You can go abroad, live abroad, study abroad, you can look for that foreign country opportunity. You can have something to do with a foreign country which can give you that push in your career or in your life. You can have import export, or you can get a global role, where you can have a larger span of control. Okay, and we'll go to the next planet, which is Neptune. Neptune is very, very powerfully placed in your 11th house. Okay, now again look into your chart. Is your planet Pluto, is your planet Neptune in what color? If it is going to be there in red color in your birth chart, then you need to be a little careful in terms of your money. Okay, there could be some sort of a monetary drain which is still happening in your life. So probably this drain has been there since long, and it will continue to be so. and you will have some sort of a money drain that will keep going. And if you are a business person, then you need to be a little careful that you're not losing a lot of money, and probably there could be something that can come in your, some sort of a realignment that can come in your business, which can lead to some sort of a gradual decrease of your income, or some sort of a drain in your money or finances can happen. So money is something that you need to manage really carefully, okay. For people who have a Neptune in a very strong position, and if you're a Taurus Ascendant, you're going to do really well if it is in green color. So money is going to come in, money is going to flow, money is going to multiply, money is going to, if you're a business person specifically, all the efforts that you put in, you're going to get that money, that results are going to be very positive for you. So you are in for a very, very good year. And talking about Uranus, if you have Uranus also in a strong position in the chart, if it is in green color, additional factor for foreign country. So Taurus Ascendant people, you have to be like, if you are a young student, if you are a very, very young boy, and if you have both Pluto and Uranus in a strong position, there is a very high chance that you may just leave the country for abroad, or you may have just something which is very, very strong international connection that is coming up, okay. And then we're going to talk about another important planet, which is the planet Y. Okay, now all of you who have a planet Y in green color in your chart, you must have been through a lot of troubles in relationships. Again, additional factor connected to relationship, but suddenly, like you will see that there is some sort of a love or a romance which is coming up now in this year. Some sort of a love, romance, relationship coming up. Even some of you can get hitched, some of you can get married, some of you can get into some sort of a new relationships which can be very, very fulfilling, okay. And all Taurus Ascendants who are into the business of showbiz, okay, if you have your Pluto in either in black color or in green color, and if you also have your planet Y in green color, okay, you are in for a fantastic time. You're going to do really, really well if you're a showbiz connected person. Showbiz, media, entertainment, arts, creativity, fashion, if you're into any of this world, you are really, really going to rock, okay. But if your Neptune again is going to be negative, so it's all, see, understand that I'm giving this one reading for everybody, okay. Obviously it's not going to be the same, so it all depends on how the planet is in your birth chart. So accordingly it will change, okay, during the transit. So one aspect of your life can be positive, one aspect of your life it is negative. So I'm just talking about those things, and it all depends on how in your chart the planet was placed, okay. So now we'll talk about some negatives, which is irrespective of you were born with a good planet or not, it's still going to give you some negative results. There are two planets which are negatively placed, which are challengingly placed. I'm going to talk about them. One is your planet Chiron, which is placed in the 11th house, once again underlining the fact that there is some sort of a money drain, you may go through. So monetary money drain, which is giving you those mental unhappiness and frustration, is something that you need to keep a watch on. Something to do with money, is a cause of concern which you need to be careful about. And you all people will have something to do with the 4th lord debilitated. Okay, now 4th house means family. So something to do with the family, home, mother, is still draining your finances. You may have some sort of a challenge connected with your mother, or something to do with your home. The place where you're born and you lived and you grew up, in that area there could be some expenses that can come up, which you'll have to take care of. Some family member, somebody in your family you have to take care of, those kind of things can be there, which will not only, it can be emotionally draining plus financially draining, okay. So you have certain responsibilities which you have to take care of, okay. So yeah, generally 2022 is going to be better for the world and for all of us, and individually, specifically, it is going to be doing certain nuances here and there, which is what I'm explaining to you. So have a good 2022, all Taurus Ascendant people.